Hey guys, this is Sam and happy 2015. It's hard to believe that 2014 is already over, but I thought I would kick off the brand new year by doing something that I've never done before here on my channel, or anywhere else for that matter. That being a studio tour, because up until now you guys have only seen this much. Maybe at the most, if I scoot back a little bit, you've seen this much. And of course, that looks great on video, but I wanted you guys to know what else I use, because whenever I follow a lot of YouTubers, I'm always just fascinated to see what speakers do they use? What do they have on their desk? What stuff did they have in their room that would make them create these awesome videos, or just create videos in general? So I thought I would go over that today in today's video. So let's jump off with my laptop. This is a late 2013. This is a late 2013 MacBook Pro with Retina display. I bumped the model up from the 4 gig base model to 8 gigabytes of RAM. I think it's got 256 gigs of flash storage in it. Of course, the reason I got it being the Retina display is just so nice. If you're debating on getting a Retina or just one with a standard screen and you own an iPhone with a Retina, hands down, pay the extra couple $100 for the Retina. Believe me, you will fall in love with the screen. It is so nice for using Pixelmator, image editing, iMovie, Final Cut I'm starting to mess around with, which I'll probably eventually move to, but this is the laptop I use to make every single video. It's so good, it handles 1080p video no problem. Not sure how 4K is going to work out when I upgrade sometime in probably the distant future, but it's really good for what I use now. Over here we've got my Apple Magic Mouse. My friends were just over here and they were like, how do you use this mouse? It has no support or anything. Yes, this is a $79 or $80 mouse, and yes, it's just this thin, but that's what I like about it. It's super comfortable. I mean, I've had zero complaints with it whatsoever. I don't need a mouse pad. It just works on my nice wood desk here without any problem. Fingers never hurt, feels perfectly fine, so for me, the Magic Mouse is just a mouse that I really enjoy using. Over here, Xbox $25 gift card. Over here we've got this is what I just got for Christmas, thanks Mom and Dad, a 2 gigabyte My Passport for Mac. It's where I have all my videos stored, where all my footage goes. Over here, which I'll get to in a second, I've got another one for like computer backups of just everything on my computer. And then these speakers right here are something that I want to talk about for a little bit, because these are speakers that I use every single day and they are amazing. They are called Sonos Play 1s and they allow me to wirelessly play music from my computer. Let's see, can we pull up the Sonos app real quick? I can play any music from my iTunes library, Spotify, iTunes Radio, all that stuff onto these speakers wirelessly. Like, there's no wire coming from my computer to these speakers. So they are awesome. I'll probably end up doing a whole nother video about Sonos, but I've actually got these two paired together, so one on the left and then one on the right over there. So when I'm sitting in my chair nicely just filming videos or whatever here, I get stereo sound and they sound so good. If you're looking at the speakers, they're a little bit pricey. They're around $199 each retail, but they are awesome. They are so good, and I listen to them probably every day. Moving over here, I've just got some games and stuff on the other side of this like CD holder or whatever. This stuff, Xbox One, I play a lot more than the PlayStation just because all my friends play on Xbox One, unfortunately, because Xbox One is still kind of buggy and stuff, but that's a story for another day. Over here, these are something that I want to talk about, because a camera can be a great camera, but you need light to make it good. I used to not use these softboxes, is what they're called, for the longest time in my videos. And then, wow, I guess earlier this year or late last year, I decided to upgrade to these just because lighting makes a huge difference. I could have the best camera in the world, but it's not going to do any good if it's dark. The reason I'm not having them turned on right now is because it's daytime, and that's what I had to rely on, was that window. But then I got to the point where I wanted to make videos not when it's not when it's before 4 o'clock. I wanted to make them at night. I wanted to make them when it's dark out. I want to make them in the morning or whatever. I couldn't rely on the sunlight of the sun to make my content. So I invested in these. Arguably the best investment in my channel I've ever made, because they make it look so good. I'll show you what they look like when they're turned on if I head down here to my little cheap surge protector thing. There they are. You can see it shines a huge wad of light onto my studio. I mean, that looks pretty nice when there's not a lot of extra sunlight coming in. I've also got another one over here that I point right around there, so I've got like light coming there, light coming there. I think it looks pretty darn good for my videos. I already talked about that. Here's a camera case. I think I've got like one larger lens in it. Over on this desk, this is actually where I started out making my videos. Well, not my first video, but the many videos after that. This is where I unboxed my MacBook Pro. If you want to see that video, I'll have it linked down below. But right here, we've got a Xbox One headset. Just came with the Xbox. I've got it laying here. Ice Mountain water. I go through so much of this stuff because I make a lot of videos. I do a lot of talking. I think that's standard for any tech reviewer. If you're interested in what I use to clean my screens, I use Monster Screen Clean, home and office display cleaner, with this nice microfiber cloth that comes with like a little bundle if you get that in the cloth. My dad got that from his old work, and I'm actually kind of running low. I need to get some more of that. I use it to clean all my screens. It works super well for what I do. Over here, there's my door to the rest of my house. Here's my arsenal of water. Like I said before, I drink so much water. The other day, probably like 3 days ago, it was filled up to here, and I just go through bottles of water. I had a stack of 5 sitting over here before the video that I cleared off. But yeah, I go through a lot of water. I recommend Ice Mountain just because, no, I'm kidding. You can drink whatever water you want. My family just buys Ice Mountain, so that's what I drink. It tastes pretty good if you ask me. For my speakers, oh yeah, I didn't even talk about this yet. This is my setup for when I play Xbox, PlayStation. I've got 2 little speakers here trying to work on upgrading the speakers with my dad. He drives a hard bargain, but here's my Mitsubishi TV. I think, shoot, I always get this mixed up. It's either I don't think it's 50. I want to say it's a 46-inch TV. There it is right there. I'll try to leave some of this stuff linked down below, but I can't promise everything. There is an Xbox One controller, PlayStation 4 controller down below in my cabinet. Got the really nice looking PlayStation 4, and then under that, Microsoft Xbox One, Sony PS4. Just a standard Yamaha receiver, so my speakers work with HDMI and stuff. There's a Monster Power Center, so that if a surge would come through the house, my stuff would be completely protected. Well, look at that. There's an Expo marker that I've been looking at for the longest time. I'll just set that up here. Mitsubishi remote for my TV, another Xbox controller, more speakers. Looks like they're AAD by Phil Jones. Cool. I think that's like a musician guy. Here's a spare laptop just sitting over here that I use for like recording with my Elgato, or I just use it to have plugged in by default. It's hidden back behind here. This is my Elgato HD60. It allows me to record 60 FPS or 30 or whatever. Gameplay from my Xbox One, PlayStation 4. Super useful. I use it over on my second channel, the Game Base, or my friends and I's second channel. Alright, we talked about the laptop. This is just like a light thing. If you plug it in, a big light is under here. Let's see if we can move this. Yay, there we go. There's a light. Over here, just a random rocking chair sitting in here in case a friend comes over and wants to sit somewhere. It's really old. Yeah, just a rocking chair. There's my camera battery that's charged. Hey, it's full finally. Just another little surge protector, so I'm kind of paranoid that something's going to go wrong. No, I'm kidding. I guess I've had these in my room. I didn't realize how many surge protectors I actually had in here. Who knows? Learn something new every day. This is something that probably a lot of you guys will want to know about. This is the camera that I use to record every video, except for this one, of course. It is the Canon T3i or EOS Rebel T3i. I've still got the kit lens on it because, well, I'll tell you a little story. I'm going to eventually upgrade to 4K like I mentioned over there with my laptop. And I really just don't see the point in investing in a new... Sorry, I'm swinging on the rocking chair. Whee! I don't see the point in investing in a new camera lens, like a really good one, just to get better 1080p. When I'm going to upgrade to 4K, I might as well just spend all my money on 4K at one time. Instead of like buy the lens, then sell the lens, sell the camera, sell the kit lens. I'll just sell this. It's still the kit lens. It's okay. This is a really good starter camera. For me, I got this. Shoot, when did I get this? Was it? It might have been. Oh, this is going a long time ago. This is, I think, still when iOS 6 was out when I got this. Sorry, I'm having a complete brain outage right now. Oh, wow, that sun looks really bad in the camera. Sorry, guys, I'm filming with my iPhone. But good news, the video is in 60 FPS, so it's all smooth and stuff. Gosh, it's so bright. It just decides to start shining all of a sudden. Let's film from this angle. There we go. It is a Rebel T3i. I still use the kit lens on it, and it does pretty good once again. It's a really good starter camera, but obviously I'm going to upgrade eventually to 4K, which is going to be awesome. But that won't be for a long time probably because 4K is really expensive. Over here we have yet another softbox that I talked about. Random fan in the corner. PlayStation controller. I do not have a PlayStation 3 anymore, so I don't know why I have a PlayStation 3 controller there. I also have PlayStation 3 chargers. Also not sure why I have not gotten rid of that yet. There's an Aston Kutcher Jobs poster. I thought that was just a cool looking one that I was going to hang up, but I never did. This is really good. It still works with iPhone 6. Not sure about the 6 Plus. I'm sure it would, but it's a lightning cable. It's a dock. You've probably seen it in many, many of my videos. Got it a while ago now that I think about it. It's a Belkin Charge Plus Sync dock. If you want to look up the model, is that going to focus iPhone? F8J045. It's designed in California. Stole that from Apple, whatever. There's my 1GB SSD. This just backs up my laptop and stuff, where the other one down over there is for video backup and stuff, and video footage that's just raw to my camera. We're going to talk about my microphone in just a moment. There's the rest of my Expo markers too. But here's an iPad Air 2, just right here. We'll go ahead and unlock this. There we go. iPad Air 2, super awesome. Touch ID. I really like it. It's so thin. Like I mentioned this in my review, but look at this. It's so thin. Oh, can we do the pencil thing? I've never done this before. Now, this is a mechanical pencil. Oh, let's see this. I've never done this before, guys. It is actually thinner than a pencil. What in the world? Had to see it for myself. You saw it first here, folks. Got a little off topic there. Here's a SanDisk memory card. It doesn't work too well with my camera. It just refuses to stop recording sometimes, but I think that's an issue with the T3i. Here's an extra test device. It's an iPhone 4S. My mom just gave it to me because she got the new iPhone 6. So I use that to test, I think iOS 8.2 Beta 3 is on here. Can I check that? I think I can just see 8.2. Yeah, 8.2. There we go. And is that everything? Oh, microphone. Almost forgot about the second most important part of my channel. Here we go, guys. This is the Blue Microphone Spark, and you can see the box right there in the background. This is the microphone I've been using since about February or March of 2014, I want to say. I started out with the Blue Yeti, which is the capsule-shaped one that I would say a really large amount of people start out with. I eventually sold that and upgraded this. This was around $180, I think. I got it on Amazon. It is an XLR mic, so you had to get XLR to USB. This is the Blue Icicle, which does that. Let's put it the right way. It's called the Blue Icicle. It converts XLR to one end to USB on the other end, because obviously my computer does not have the huge XLR input. But it sounds really good. The converter, obviously it's not the highest quality one. It would probably sound a lot better if I invested in a good one, but hey, for what I do, this just plugs right into the USB on my computer. It sounds good enough for me. It is the Blue Spark, though. If you look this up, I'll actually leave the specific one down below in the description. There's a Spark Digital, I believe, and a Spark this. And the Spark Digital is for your iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch. It records with GarageBand or voice memos. That does not sound as good as this, because this has, it needs a separate power thing, because the other one is just straight USB. The XLR, I believe, is a higher quality. I think that's a rule of thumb, that XLR does higher quality. Don't quote me on that, but nonetheless, this microphone sounds really good, and this is the mic I've used for quite some time. So, Spark, Blue Microphone Spark, if you want to look it up. Wow, I guess that's about it, guys. This is back to my box of walls. If you want to zoom out, this is what it actually looks like when I'm recording a lot. There's the light over there. I can actually turn off over here. And that's about it, guys. Wow, this is a really long video. I wonder if this is the longest video I've ever uploaded. Maybe. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop rambling now. I really hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, throw it a like down below, and of course, subscribe for more content related to tech stuff, jailbreak, iOS updates, all that good stuff. I really appreciate your guys' support in 2014. I can't say that enough. I know you've heard it a million times, but I really appreciate it. We're at 8,000 subscribers now, which is crazy. But anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. This has been Sam with iUpdateOS, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.